Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another day of Astro Gravitational Report. Hopefully, I'm finding you in a good mood, good situations. And if you watched yesterday at the end of the report, talked about not skipping things, right? Very, very beautiful. And there is something else. Is that right here by me? The time is very interesting because it's 11:11. And yeah, very powerful number. But we're talking about something much important, and that is going to come in of skipping things. What are we talking about? Skipping in the astrology. That is a T squaring, particularly where the moon square the south and the north node. That is when you're trying to escape things. That is the time when you think that you can basically outsmart the karma, outsmart the destiny, outsmart evolution. You can't, and this is why those we get in at those energies every pretty much 2 weeks. We get in at this like because there are two ways in there. The one it's coming from the north node towards the south, and then the other one goes from the south to north. We're talking about the movement of the moon. So right now we are getting it from the north to the south. So basically, you are looking where you're going, and you're looking towards what? What did you did in the past? That can help you to go ahead and evolve. That can help you to get in an understanding things. The north and the south node, they're actually the north node, it's in Pisces, the south node is in Virgo. And it is about what are you escaping to process in the spirit, to ending things for new beginnings. While the south node, it is like how good you are, how perfect you are. How can you get off of this mode of judgment, of this perfections, in there, and how can you be able to get yourself ready? Because this is what the energy of Virgo is. Get yourself ready to be okay with others. And if you're not feeling that you are ready, when you are ready, and so on, you are what crossing in there. Then the mess is getting too much when you're not ready. So this is where the moon it's moving from the north node towards the south. A lot of the people they're gonna be, oh, I did this in the past, and I'm staying away from this north node. I don't see I'm gonna make it. Okay, I'm just gonna go in hermit mode, cover it up, and so on. And the things is just gonna be beautiful. Oh, the things is gonna come back. They're gonna hunt you. Okay, nobody's been escaping evolution, and if you think you do, you're gonna be learning with these processes that it's like the waves of the ocean. Okay, things coming towards you. You just have to learn not to skip things. That's how it goes. Not to skip things. Hi, Dejan, I believe. Thank you for coming in and welcome to the chat. So this energy is going to be some very strongly at 7 o'clock in the morning. The moon is going to be at the ninth house. So basically, you're going to be looking into the soul, to the spirit, to the God, right? This is the God's house. This is the completion. You're looking into the complete things in there. While the sun is going to be at the first house at 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun hasn't come out pretty much yet. So now with these energies that we are seeing it, that it's going to be coming in within us, whatever you're going to be doing it, right? The moon is divine energies with Mars, so basically, and actions is going to be asking for what kind of actions you're going to be making, But Mars currently is in a war within himself, within Scorpio, right? A lot of these energies can affecting so much with this, but as he's moved forward, at least he doesn't square Pluto. But Mercury is squaring Pluto. So be mindful about these energies of how you expressing yourself, what you saying to yourself, and particularly how the other is going to be taken, because this can be a lot of taking things personally. Okay. So with these configurations that we are going to be going in today, and the moon that is going to be the moon, it's at 15 degrees, okay, and we have the knots there at 16. So the moon pretty much moves like almost in an hour per degree in there. We're going to see it in the next hour that the moon is going to be at the 15 degrees, 50 minutes. And now this energy is going to be moving into the eighth house. That is going to be about the material things, the situations you're going to be seeing it more about basically a Scorpio's energy again. And you're going to see how this is going to be affecting with others. But what are you learning with others? Because the moon is in where? Gemini. How did you socialize with other? How are you getting? How are you sharing? What is your value? Okay, would you give something to someone who knows he's not going to break it, he's going to not appreciate it, or you are going to be develop the skills to share it with a person who's going to be what? Respecting. Respect is learned there at Gemini. So as the moon, it's also trining the sun. This energy is going to be filled within the air. Okay, the sun is in Libra, the moon is in Gemini, and with those energies following from the day before, with Uranus and Pluto, right? We are talking about everything is in the air. These energies that's coming in right now, we're going to start feeling it where? At Venus. Okay, everything that you have to do is do it with love, but if you don't have enough love, add it even more. Okay, so the moon is going to be teaching us a lot, and particularly in the next hour you might going to evaluate the things even more and more as they're coming in. And later on we're going to see that particularly around 10 o'clock that this energy is going to shift. Okay, you're gonna see for people who understand you, people who knows you from within. Mars and Mercury is gonna be seeking for proper communications, proper Zen understanding. I need to look, I need to see it. I see there is certain things are not the way they seems. And now as the moon is trining this, it's pushing it the authority to look from within. What is the authority is? Authority is the sun. The sun, it's currently square Jupiter and opposing Chiron. This is basically, this is unhealed stuff. This is immature things, and that's what there is no balance. You may gonna see it within yourself, or you may gonna see it what? Within others. And how you gonna tell it into the others? How you gonna be communicating to others? Some of the people, they just gonna take it personally, and they just gonna be bolt out, skipping, instead of learning not to respond of that informations, but to understand it. And some of the people is gonna what? Normally failed. Okay, well, the next hour we are going to see some more intense energies because the inner work is going to be connecting. The midheaven is going to be more connecting with the south node. It's going to put some pressures into the intuition, but the intuition is, I know what I'm doing. I'm taking authority to figure this balance out. So you're going to find what is not balanced in order to balance it within you. You were too much giving, right? And then you have nothing else to give anymore. Or you are too much taking, and now everything gets taken away from you. So you learn what it's what on the other side, right? So all this, it's teaching you that it has to be a proper what? Exchanges of understandings. Okay, so that's where you begin to find balance. You see, Libra doesn't just represent balance with in relationships, cause everyone thinks. Libra represents balance with every contract. So now, since there is no balances, things are going a little bit offset within internally within the personality, but it's also a what? That is when you have, guilty conscience. That is it when your soul is not at peace. That is it, the things that you need to do, but you not do it and you try to skip it. And now you feel that guilt, shame, and so on with this. And who's going to be responsible for this? It's Saturn. Saturn right now is the karmic ruler. He says, I'm going to send you back. Go back, look at within your spirit, look at within your soul. That's going to be actually the proper way because the humanity is going to be what? Awaken. Awaken of why certain things happen. You're getting what? Consequences. You're learning the consequences is in there. As that energy of the Gemini is learning this consequences in there, right? You learn it as a what? When you were 3 year old. Hi, the next hour we are gonna be some very kind of like interesting. You're gonna be looking for more about these expressions that it's gonna come to you. You're gonna be looking for book, movies. The ascendant is gonna be in there, but you're just gonna look. There is a difference between I look and I'm going in. It's gonna take you time to what you're looking at, to your processing, and what you currently you're gonna be processing. That is gonna be what? The authority. What are you authorizing from within your own self? The energy at 1 o'clock is going to be exactly with the inner work that it's connecting with the sun. Without the sun, what are we going to have? Well, pretty much nothing. Okay, the sun is going to stop spinning, stop going to be producing this warmth that help us. It's going to be stop and start contracting and put the planets back in towards its own self, right? And so now we are going to see that nothing's going to happen. It's the same thing if you put yourself in that perspective as authority. What's going to happen if you stop shining? What's going to stop if you stop evolving? What's going to do, right? Things going to be ending. So with this energy, understand that you are here to create a balance. Create a perfect balance within you, with your intuition in particularly, because those are the main things, authority and intuition. Okay, and after that it comes in actions, love and values, communications, and then what? The rest of how you're responding to the rest of the things: growth, communications with universe, learnings from the universe ways, deeper transformations within soul, connecting to the divine, and so on, right? So this is gonna be some challenges. Particularly, we're talking about this 1 o'clock because the event horizon is gonna be opposing the moon, and now this skipping step that we are talking about is gonna be increasing too much. What? Why did that skipping step is gonna be? Because you're gonna be into the dwelling. You're going to be into the dweller. You're going to have this duality within you. Ascendant is in Sag, duality sign. Moon is in Gemini, duality sign, right? The nuts in the Virgo and Pisces, duality signs. So we have this duality cross. And now it's telling you, the energy is telling you, you cannot skip this. You have to stop skipping things in there. And those energies, they are repeatable, but they have a different flavor. And what is it? The flavor. You see, you can put the potatoes on a sausage, and you can put, the green beans and everything into the pot. You can put the tomato sauce, right? So this is basic things, right? But what kind of spices you gonna be putting there? And put a black pepper, a paprika, or you're gonna be using oregano this time, or you're gonna be putting a marjoram, It's going to have a different flavor. It's basically the same things, right? So now the flavor, particularly since the last time we have Mercury that is at Scorpio, and now the true Lilith is at where? Is at Libra. That tells you something he has to be look where the relationships, how those relationships will be. Can you be able to find these things out within yourself? So with this movements in there, and particularly that right now Venus is opposing Saturn, you may want to find the things about love and values is changing, is teaching you. The question is are you learning? Because a lot of the things that will happen is when things get tough, instead of people to learn how to overcome it, they're running away. Right? It's kind of like the aliens takes them away. No call, no show, missing actions, right? But that is a winner because later on you're gonna meet somebody. It's gonna have the same energy, right? It's gonna have the same things, and you're gonna repeat the same thing over and over. Because guess what? You're skipping things. You're skipping things. All right, well, 2 o'clock energy. This is going to be some, the ascendant is going to be going to a Capricorn, while the inner work is going to be with the Mercury and Mars. Pay attention on that energy there. At 3 o'clock, energy is going to be a little bit more calm down. It's going to tell you, relax, chill. I'll learn a little bit about this so you can grow. Okay? And that growth, it happens where? Right now, the growth is focused in the family. It is about you try and keep pushing it for that family, right? And so on, so on. Well, Jupiter is pushing it to see how the things can be, what is it needs to be. You're going to make some mistakes. He's going to do some things. Then he's going to go back retrograde. Then he's going to be moving, what? Forward. Okay? So we're going to be seeing some things at 18th of January. Okay? Very powerful things is going to happen on the 18th of January. And as we're talking about this 18th of January in there, I just gotta see. I should have had it right in here, but I don't know what I did with it. This particular picture. Oh, I know. I'm gonna pull that up pretty quick. I know what I did with it. Okay, what I'm telling you this, I'm gonna be telling you this because this particular energy that it's gonna be, we're talking about it, is that all the energies that right now happens, they're gonna come all at once. And as they're gonna be coming in, they're gonna be giving us what? A lot of opportunity. But the question is have we been grown? Have we been grown? Okay? And of this growth right here, which is I'm going to show you. Okay? So here is what happens. We have a Jupiter that is going to be at 23 degrees. Okay? This is October, right? And this is what the energies look like. Okay? Just pay attention to this Capricorn's energy. Here is the Capricorn energy. So we're going to have the Moon, Mars, Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and Pluto pretty much all together. But they're going to be face off with the growth. You see, that growth that you're beginning to learn it is going to be also coming in from the growth about not to skip things. And this is why those report is going to be a very important. Okay? Because we are going to see on a 14 days how the moon is going to be passing by the south node. You're going to learn the mistakes from the past, and you're going to heading towards what? Towards the north node. What you're going to do, what you're going to have to achieve is to change here in the spirit and the soul. And that is the one thing that you cannot skip. Doesn't matter. Like it or not, it is what it is. All right. We're going to see some Pluto coming out in the event horizon. This is going to be at 4 o'clock. He's going to remind us about these transformations. Okay. We got accepting the new. But what is the new, right? How much the new is going to be, how the life is going to be within these new things. Okay, we had a great conversations with my darling today about the artificial intelligence. You know, take so many jobs and so on. What is it the humans going to do? Enjoy life? What are they going to be? We got to work on a different system. We have to create a different system. Because if the people don't work and they are replaced by robots, people don't create software because they are replaced by artificial intelligence, and people don't have enough jobs and so on. Robots can work on the farms, and guess what? What are the humans going to do, right? We have to figure out totally different way. We're going to be putting into a place to look within the soul, to spiritually evolve, right? We also have to what? Eat, drink, live in a place, and so on. So those are going to be some things that maybe is going to scare you, but those are going to be the things that are going to be coming up, because as a society we need to change and evolve in there. We're creating certain things, and what is going to be the benefits from it, right? That's how we're learning the consequences of our actions. Okay? And some of the people is going to be moving from that new energy, going back into the old. Oh, we have to be without this AI, without this robotizations and automatizations and so on and so on, right? But the people have to start looking at to create different society rules so humanity can continue evolving. And they have to be based on what? Soul and spirit. Aquarius, it is about going up into the sky. Look into the sky. And that's what, if you have anything in Aquarius, you know what I'm exactly talking about. Hi, 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. There can be some challenges of the work that you need to do, particularly with digging a deep and investigating within this. You may gonna see some things, but the moon trining the sun has 150 degrees with the north node. You see, so now the authority takes the informations from the intuition. It says, like it or not, we have to go there. We have to reach to that point, so we can understand it from that point where we are gonna go forward. Okay. So don't freak it out with all these things that goes on and outside and so on, because right now we're in the mud. I mean, we're in a process of changes. It may gonna take say like 200, 300 years until the humanity really figures that out, that we need to become ancient, right? Go back to the soul, go back into the spirit, okay? It's like these days that we are more about the ecological stuff in there, because we see that with all this technological progress, we're killing Mother Earth, right? Now Mother Earth is punching us back, right? All right, 7 o'clock, some of the people is going to be start looking in more into the material world. The ascendant is going to be at Taurus. That's going to be face off Mars into Mercury. What did you find? And when you find the things, what are you going to do? You see, sometimes the truth can make you mad, but the truth can help you what? Evolve, move, and so on and so on. The moon right now is in a very beautiful yacht with the inner work that comes from Capricorn. She is beginning to be on 150 degrees exact with Lilith. So now the feminine energies, they're going to be playing in there. The question is how are you going to be playing that Lilith at Scorpio? Usually the female goes to what? Let me do some intimacy. We're gonna do some intimacy, and the situation's gonna be okay. But guess what? Your intuition tells you it's not okay. There is no love in there. You're trying to do manipulation. And you're going to be saying, how you know, dear? Well, here is how it goes. Okay. So here is the moon. It's these divine energies with the dark moon Lilith at Scorpio, right? The intimacy solves all the problems, and we're going to do this work, and things is going to be skipped. No, I ain't going to skip anything. Saturn and Neptune are squaring the moon together with the North Node, and we're seeing that the energies with Venus, right? Can you do some things without love? Can you skip about love or self-love? Can you skip things that you can't? Basically, you cannot, right? So this is going to be some highly challenges with and about with all this. So it's going to be a kind of like a heavy day, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it, specifically for the people who finally decide not to disagree with their soul. All right, talking about this soul, the energy at 8 p.m. is going to come back and it's going to tell you, okay, well, let's look at it. What did you do today, right? He's going to have some review session. The inner work is going to be together with Pluto in Aquarius. How did you change? What did you change? How did you think you're going to have to change, right? All these energies right now within you, right? And we're seeing that there's about the ascendant is 150 degrees. Mercury says, take a look with your left brain. Take a look at what are you thinking, how you're thinking, what are you thinking, where do you think you're going? How did that energy goes into your heart? Right? And we're going to see in the next hour that the moon is coming out in the event horizon. And that particular energy is about intimacy, that you're trying to, through the intimacy, to skip things and so on and so on. And it doesn't work anymore. Saturn is going to be right there. It's going to say, like, your intimacy is not going to work. You need to do a different work, right? Because of Venus that it's in Virgo. You have to grow within a certain level. And guess what? Venus is 150 degrees with Chiron. Chiron sextiling the moon. Here is the connections is in there. Okay? You self-heal with yourself. You know you're ready. Venus is a trine with Pluto. Venus is trine with Uranus. And now all this energy is beginning to be understood. Right? All this energy is beginning to be understood. The inner work is going to be at Aquarius. That's going to be trining the sun and trining the moon. Now intuition and authority are in the same page of evolution. You see? Now you're getting it within yourself. Now you're figuring things out that you haven't figured out from before. And now you're ready. And that's how this skipping steps in there shows us not to skip things. All right. Later on at 10 o'clock, the intuition is going to come into a soul. Maybe you're going to feel a little bit guilty. Maybe you're going to feel a lot of pressure that it comes in. Particularly, we're talking about 11 o'clock. This is going to be some very challenging things because the inner work is going to add into the squares with the moon that it already has, with Venus. Of course, Venus is feeling like too much going to the hermit mode. I don't get this, I don't get that. I don't see any escape out of this, and so on and so on. Open up. Open up. You see, the opposition is a straight path. The trine, it's open to receive. Now here, on this side, you have Pluto. Here you have a Uranus. And here on the top, you have a Saturn, Neptune, and the inner work that it comes in. Now that energy goes, it separates and it goes down to Venus. The question is are you ready to receive? Is the same thing. Is to understand, are you ready to give? Interesting, because this is going to be bringing a very powerful growth at 11 o'clock. Now there is this energy of growth is going to come in and do the proper energies with Lilith, right? We see the ascendant with Jupiter, that it comes with Lilith, and we see the inner work that it's coming here. Is the Saturn says, you ready? Probably he will, okay? And if you're not, he's going to tell you what you need to learn. Okay, so you don't skip things anymore. All right, that was it. Astro-gravitational report for today. I'm going to be giving you a little bit of heads up about tomorrow, because we are going to be having the moon going where? Going home, going into a Cancer, going into the feminine energies of the moon, of the mother. Any mother issues, any reconnections with mothers, any karmic situations about love, triggers is gonna be big. Why? Saturn and Neptune is gonna be squaring the moon, and the moon is gonna be squaring Venus. I didn't get the love from mom, so I cannot love myself. Therefore, I cannot love others. And all that energy is gonna be really pushing somebody's buttons. But more about this, it's going to be tomorrow. So come back tomorrow for another astro-gravitational report. I want to say thank you to all of you for click the likes, the shares, the subscribes. And of course, I appreciate so much your coffee. Thank you so much, guys. And come back tomorrow. Much love.